Hey, this video is for worksheet 4-4 for the class Discovering Pre-Algebra Part 2. And in this one, we're going to talk about gratuity and simple interest. So in the first one, you're at the end of a meal at Fancy Meals R Us, and your total is $39.49. What would be your bill if you applied the following gratuity? So we're looking and comparing different tip sizes. Okay, so in the first one, 10%. I'm going to pay, my bill is $39.45, which is 100% of what the food costs to dine here, but I'm talking about paying 110%, and I need to know what that amount is. So you do your proportion, either crisscross or opposite operation, and you should get x equals 39.45 times 110 over 100. All right, and if I do all that math and round up to money, my my total bill will be $43.40. Okay, so that would be for the first one. For the second one, I'm going to do the same thing, only now I'm going to change my 110 to 115. All right, so let's go ahead and do that math. And when you do that, 39.45 times 115 divided by that 100, you should get $45.37. Now, it makes sense that 15% tax will be higher than 10% tax, right? So we should, if you got a number that's lower, you probably just made a little bit of a mistake in your multiplication. All right, so now let's do 20%. So now I'm going to pay 120% for my meal. And if I do that multiplication on the top and then divide by that 100, this time I'm going to get that my total bill is $47.34 on the nose. Last one, let's go ahead and do it when we're going to pay 125%. Maybe this waitress or waiter was awesome. And in that case, we are going to give them 125% gratuity, which is just a tip. It's a service fee paid by the customer. And then my bill is going to go from $39.45 all the way up to $49.31. All right, you decide to put your birthday money into a simple interest account accruing 3% interest per year. You receive 500 in birthday cash. What would be the payout of your investment over the following time period? So we're going to keep switching T. All right, so we have to do two things. First, we have to do I equals PRT and amount equals interest plus P, or principal. So in the first one, to find my interest, I have to put in my principal, which is 500. That's how much I'm investing. Our rate, which is 3%, which I have to turn into a decimal. And our time, which for the first one is going to be 1 year. And that will be easy to multiply because I can basically disregard the 1 because it's not going to really change anything, right? Oh, and I made that percent into 0.03% because if I take my 3%, the decimals here, move it 2 places to the left, I'm going to get 0.03. So that's what I'm going to use every time. Now to find my total amount, I got to take my principal plus my interest, and the total amount I'll make over 1 year is $515. All right, for the second one, the principal doesn't change, the rate doesn't change. The only thing that changes is that time. Now we're going to look at it over 5 years. So if I do it over 5 years, I'm going to make $75. 75 plus 500 is going to be 575. Last one, this time I'm going to do it for 10 years. So the only thing that changes is T, and it changes to 10, and that's going to give me 150 in interest. If I add that back to my principal, it's going to be 650 in total. That's how much money I'll have after 10 years. All right, let's look at Luke's bill for dinner. Luke's bill for dinner at Surefire Steakhouse was $45. In addition, he paid 5% of the bill in tax, and he left a tip for 15% before tax. How much did Bob spend on the total bill? All right, so first we got to figure out tip, and then we got to figure out tax. So it's $45, which is over 100 for both situations. But for tip, I'm going to pay 15% more. So 115. And for tax, I'm going to pay 5% more. So 105. All right, let's do our math. And when we do that, we should get x equals 5175. And over there on the right-hand side, I should get x equals 4725. Now I got to figure out what the difference of that is. So I'm going to take 5175 and subtract 45. And it's going to tell me that I'm going to leave, well, that's not right, a 16. That's not right either. I added. See, we all make mistakes. I need to subtract, right? Because I need to find the difference. So that means I'm leaving a $6.75 tip. And for tax, I'm paying $2.25. So now let's do our total bill. First, cost of meal. Second, tip. Third, tax. All right, add it all up. I'm going to get a bill of $54. All right, keep practicing these, and I'll see you all in class.